The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Locke. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, at Zach Wilson. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much when you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now it's Wilson. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's got some space here. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers ready to take over. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And Gabriel's got it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are once again back in front. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On play action, Locke. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Donaldson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Donaldson, officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the 1st quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's caught. Here's Langford. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They look to throw. It's Locke. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
Throwing now, Will Wilson on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Locke's throw caught by Olave.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
On first down, Locke. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Locke going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Locke again. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. There's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, wide open receiver, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On third down, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now
Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
Washington on third down.
Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Here's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive.
He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And the reception made by Green. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Wilson. This is caught. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Wilson. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And a Washington offense heading out. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On 2nd and a long way to go. Locke. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
All right, partner, deuces wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points.
points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 4th down. Here's Wilson. This complete to Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throw left side complete. That's Alexander. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think.
This is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Locke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember. Trap.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Now, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one's turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chargers getting set to go.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, touchdown, Chargers. From 19 yards away.
And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Locke steps away. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw it is Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now. Three straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
From the gun, it's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Locke's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Now Locke again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And the Commanders' first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Wilson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Locke.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Block now to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down. Here's Locke to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do if they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And Gabriel's got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, Wilson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. On the right side, caught by Green.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He's got room at the 30, and they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Block now on 1st down. And it's caught.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Block going to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger offense making their way back out there.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing on second and long. Locke.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Locke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So out come the Chargers.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but